see. Let's see. Don't we just love live TV? You just never know what's gonna happen. Listen, it's live and we're outside. Anything could happen. Have a good show, guys. Thanks, guys. Oh, welcome to the virtual staging of the Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Festival's Wake Up with Coffee segment, brought to you by the tourist. This is an audio test. Morning. Hi, guys. Can you hear me? Khadeen, Nicola, Alton, Adam. Let me know, wave.
Yes,
You
Terri
can
and
give.
Terri.
Oh,
Clear.
perfect. Perfect. We just want to say thank you for your patience. The rain looked like it wanted to come. Murphy wanted to pitch a tent. It's not happening. So thank you. Adam, right? Adam, I know that you have another engagement, so we're going to try to ensure that we can wrap you as quickly as possible, okay?
Thanks. Nice to hear your voice, sweetheart.
Oh, thank you. I saw you on your big coffee cup. Don't hide it now, when you get on screen.
That's okay. That's good. Gotcha.
As Alton takes his sip. I heard from all four. We are a go.
Terri is still driving that old Toyota.
You know you're not going to do it? I know you're not talking about my RAV4 hybrid. I know you're not going to do that.
Just making sure how ride was to work.
Don't sleep on the RAV4. That was my very first car.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you here, Khadeen.
That's only because you guys haven't just, been in a Honda yet.
And all the work. Yeah.
Oh,
And all
Lord.
the work. Zero, and all the work.
All right.
Getting
touche,
dragged into this
touche.
argument.
I see
I'm a
Terri on
Toyota.
our IG this morning headed out. That's half a river.
Oh, man.
We got nothing but love, sweetie pie.
No, always. No, that's true. But I rep Toyota. That's why he's ragging on me, No, it's true. It works and all it works. It's true.
What I'll say to you. Then hear how he replies.
I just heard Minister for a second.
Bring 3, bro. Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Division of the Tourism Enhancement Fund, an agency of the Ministry of Tourism. We have an exciting day planned for you. This morning, I'll be joined by the Honorable Edmund Bartlett, Adam Stewart, influencer and actress Khadeen Ellis, and some other special guests. Plus, later, Minister Bartlett will demonstrate how to make a Jamaica Join us again at 4 p.m. streaming live on the @TEF Jamaica, @Jamaica Coffee Fest, and @Tourism JA social media pages when Chef Brian Lumley and the Mitchells cook with coffee, and I hope that Wayne does not burn down the kitchen. The barista competition, the ultimate coffee showdown, as our baristas vie for the title of Barista Champion and a into our first segment of the day. Wake Up with Coffee with the hard-working Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Edmund Bartlett. Also joining the Honorable Minister is Mr. Adam Stewart, Chairman, Tourism Linkages Council, and newly appointed Executive Chairman of the Sandals Group, Mrs. Nicola Madden-Gregg, Chair, Tourism Linkages Gastronomy Network, Bedward, Blue Mountain Coffee Orator, and I'm your host, Dr. Terri Karelle Reid, trying to look like a tall glass or a hot cup of coffee. During this Wake Up with Coffee segment, we will discuss product innovation, gastronomy tourism, state of the industry, and so much more. A big welcome to our viewers on our local television, TVJ and CVM, those viewing live on our social media platforms at Fest, @Tourism JA. Let us see those coffee emojis, please. And of course, to our viewers on Zoom, welcome all. Thank you so very much for being with us. Hi, Minister.
Hi, Carrie.
How are you doing?
Oh, very well, especially with my Blue Mountain.
I'm well, and of course, thank you to our panelists. But before we get into, the meat of the matter, let me ask you, is there a preference how you prefer your coffee, how you take your coffee?
Well, I'm a naturalist. I like it just as it is. Black, hot, steamy.
All right.
But not sweet.
But not sweet.
Not sweet.
But not sweet. And
so I usually say, and I'm trying to be politically correct about it, and I hope that, no offense will be taken because I'm really gender agnostic, as you would appreciate.
Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee, what are some of the things that come to mind? What are some of the words that come to mind when I mention the Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee?
Well, first of all, its authenticity, its uniqueness is all embodied in that one word, Jamaica. So for us, Blue Mountain Coffee is the finest coffee in the world. Fortunately. But we have what I think the world is asking for, and that is high quality premium coffee, which has the capacity to be branded, blended, and mixed and create all sorts. Which I think is going to take us to another dimension.
Lovely.
In terms of what coffee can do and should be doing for Jamaica.
All right, I can't wait to hear it. So you started talking about it, though. You started mentioning, coffee-infused products. Level. How has coffee influenced the Jamaica's gastronomy tourism? Because usually when we speak of tourism, we think of, sun, the sea, but we're so much more. So how has coffee influenced?
Well, first of all, Jamaica is known for its cuisine. And, cultures and ethnicity that has blended to create for us a fusion that is worldwide. I took Nicola, who is on set, with me to Bangkok to the nutrients, ingredients of which is similar to our rendang.
Yes.
So we took our rendang to meet with rendang and created jamdang. So we just needed coffee with that. Combinations that makes us unique. You see, we are into uniqueness. We are into differentiation. And Jamaica must differentiate itself by having unique offerings. And our Blue Mountain Coffee is part of what is going. Excited about this. We've talked about it a bit. We want to make sure that when cruise comes back, for example, everybody gets a cup of
Yes.
Blue Mountain coffee.
Yes, absolutely.
And that our hotels will have Blue Mountain coffee. We recognize that because of its premium quality and price, it's probably not going to be able to go through to the 5 million I'm going to.
Right.
But certainly we could create different types of Blue Mountain coffee offerings
Right.
that will be able to satisfy the palate and to keep the authenticity of it intact.
Lovely. Now, I see the great minister speaking, and I can't. Bracelet, and I have to show off that I have mine as well. In fact, the
Yes.
minister wants to know why I have so much.
Yes, because you are many. Yeah.
It's doable. It's
Okay, all
doable.
right, okay, we'll
But,
work with it.
let us get into the next question, because I think that's really where you want to have your deep dive. We look at a story and myth, for example. Artisan makes beautiful crafts, like it, who are using the coffee bean. So coffee in the discussion isn't just limited to the beverage, hot or cold, but the fact of the matter is that we have byproducts. And I think over the years at the Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Festival, we saw coffee fruit cake, coffee scrub, coffee body butter, coffee mint. Coffee goes not just being the beverage, but being the byproduct.
Right, and I'm happy for that, because the first appreciation I had of where coffee can go in terms of its diversification Dubai. And I went to the Dubai Mall, and what I saw, a coffee perfume. And so I bought
Yes.
a coffee perfume. And so it told me that coffee needs to be investigated a little more. Of the coffee product, the coffee bean itself is wasted. And it's only 20% that goes into giving us the beverage that we now have.
Right.
And countries have used that 80% to create a whole set of industries and byproducts from it. Coffee fabric, coffee ties, and even pocket piece made
Yes.
from coffee. We could go into coffee candies and coffee candles. We could create a whole byproduct of coffee that creates an entire separate and apart from the beverage liquid on earth, coffee.
So we have an opportunity.
Next to water, of course.
Right, so
but
we
I
have
want
an
to get
opportunity.
there. I want to get there with the opportunity, because I had a vision that Minister Vaz and I are talking about, of creating a coffee township in Buff Bay, so that we would bring create the buildings that are convenient and conducive to enabling coffee presentation in all its form, artisans and artisan arrangements,
Right.
to make sure that the bean, one, then the five program, starting from the farming, straight through
From the farm all the way.
all the way to the table and beyond the table into the factories for manufactured goods that are now consumed and exported even. But it is an attraction. Who would come? The Americans drink 11 cups of coffee per day on average.
No, they definitely are aficionados, and we saw
And-
how many.
Coffee is the second such a facility. It will be the hugest driver of traffic in the tourism space.
Absolutely, and
Absolutely.
It will do a lot for the economy. We're talking
Oh.
about job creation. We're talking about
Absolutely.
maximizing what this one product
village.
can do
It's
and
an entire
attracting.
village. Hundreds of people.
Fantastic. My final question for you. Japan has been Jamaica's major coffee partner for a number of years. How has that benefited tourism, whether in partnership, collaboration, or beyond?
Well, I think initially, when we began, they arranged in relation to the economy of Japan at the time, and there was an unfortunate incident in one of our properties, and you know, fire is a bad word in Japan. So you know, once a fire happens, the Japanese tend to move away from it. So we lost the there. We had been with UCC and all our coffee partners, and we have discussions with our High Commissioner, Ambassador, and her team. And of course, I'm now very connected with JATA and the Japanese tourism outbound entities, and we are looking to rebuild that. So the coffee pull as a
bridge.
A bridge.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so very much. So I just asked you your questions. I'm going to move to Mr. Adam Stewart, Chair, Tourism Linkages Network Council. And I'm going to ask Adam, why is it that you love Jamaica Blue Mountain? So
is that question for me? I'm sorry, we kicked out a little bit.
Right, so I saw you earlier when you had your cup and you were sipping, you know, so I have to ask you, you know, why is it that you love your Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee?
Well, Terri, I'm one of those people, and when you wake up in the morning, you know, there are things that you look forward to start your day. And Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee for me is something that has been a feature of my life for many, many years. And it's the one thing I can probably say I'm actually addicted to. I absolutely love it. It gets the day going, and you know, it's one of these things. And in Jamaica, just like we're spoiled from having the most beautiful rivers and the most beautiful beaches, anywhere you go in the world, you start to compare. And I've never had a product, as the minister said, that has been as high quality, and it's right from our backyard.
Right, absolutely. Now, the position that you're in, how important is it to facilitate partnerships between foreign brands while still ensuring that we promote our local brands?
I think the local brands are, you know, the business that we're actually in is a service business, the experience business. And people say it, but that is what people are looking for. People travel to explore, to see a different way. And when you can show them a different way, that's world class. That's the best of the best in a category, whether it be rums, whether it be coffee, gastronomy, or Mother Nature and the beauty, and of course the richness of our people. Coffee wins. Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee, as the minister said, is undisputably the world leader. The whole storyline behind it, the fact that you can go to the coffee grounds, and you can touch and see and experience the coffee from it still on the tree and the bean all the way through to being able to taste it in Jamaica is a real win for not just the country of Jamaica and the agricultural sector, but clearly what we're trying to do here is put that connection to the experience, which is what we do in tourism. And Jamaica, you know, some things you're swimming upstream.
And just hearing you speak about the simplicity of being able to touch that bean all the way to whether it's your beverage or maybe it is your bracelet, it's something that we certainly should not take for granted. So Adam, my final question to you, as chairman of the Tourism Linkages Network Council, what are some of the linkages between manufacture as well as agriculture? Oh, I think he's frozen. So I'm not so certain if we're going to get back Adam. So let me just move to Nicola Madden, Greg, Chair Gastronomy Network. So we have some panelists, but we know that there is Zoom, so we know that we spoke to Adam a while ago, and you know, he spoke about the importance of, especially when you are a service industry, whether it's a hotel, whether it's a boutique hotel, whatever it is, even a cafe, it's important for you to give persons what they're accustomed to. They have that option, but to also introduce them to what the other.
Emphasize the authenticity of the visit. You see, people travel to experience something else, something different. And the sameness that offers itself does not comport with that uniqueness that they require. And so must have it.
Absolutely.
So we are always there for you. And you know, it's a funny kind of thing because what it does is to give you a story. And tourism is about stories. We tell great stories.
And experience and brand experiences.
Absolutely. So you have a story to go back home with. You can talk about what was unique.
And the packaging to go back home with as well.
Absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely.
okay, Adam, you are back. Okay, so my final question for you, Adam, and I do understand that Zoom tends to go up and down, but as the chairman of the Tourism Linkages Network Council, what are some of the linkages between the coffee sector and the productive sector? We're looking at agriculture as well as the manufacturing one, as you can see, like from our jewelry and the other artisans that exist.
Sure. Well, I think, you know, what we try to do here is, as I mentioned earlier, is to not have to swim upstream and to really look for the wins in Jamaica. This is sort of at a macro level with the Linkages Network. And of course, coffee became one. So we're not reinventing the wheels here. What we wanted to do is educate, as the Honorable Minister said, the population, and then through the marketplace, through the Jamaica Tourist Board, really show and focus on the areas that we do incredibly well. So when we had the first Blue Mountain Coffee Festival pre-COVID, when we could all hug and kiss and cheers the coffee together, were already made in Jamaica. And then over the multitude of years, so as Minister says, introducing it to health and wellness through coffee scrubs. You're seeing it in soaps, you're seeing it in chocolate, rubs for spices.
Yes.
And what this festival is really designed to do is to show and highlight, and for us to never forget that Blue Mountain is at the top of the list. You know, I represent the Starbucks franchise in Jamaica, which I think most people know. Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee, in their highest end store, what they call a Starbucks Reserve, is the most expensive coffee that Starbucks sells on the planet, which comes back to, you know, the authenticity and the quality of what it is and what the world sees us as.
Premium.
So, you know, so this council, its job here is to keep driving that innovation and to keep having Jamaica produce product that not only can we use in tourism, but of course should you know, spread across the local economy, start to export it all over the world. So I think there is so much more than the average consumer realizes in Jamaica that's already available today in the marketplace, and it's awesome.
Awesome. Thank you so very much, and congrats to you and the team. That was Adam Stewart, chair of the Tourism Linkages Network Council. I'm now going to move across to Khadeen Ellis, actress, influencer, podcaster. I follow you on Instagram. Your crazy husband, your amazing family. You know, why do you love Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee, especially as someone who is outside, you know, of the island? You know, why are you so connected to this coffee?
Oh my goodness. Well, I share the same. First of all, thank you all for having me here this morning. It is really an honor and a pleasure. Anything Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee related, I am in it. And as you can see, I have my cup ready to go. And I have on my blue. I don't quite have a tap. Okay. But I share the same sentiment as the Honorable Minister, as well as Adam. I feel like everyone has their vibes, right? So this just so happens to be mine, Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee, and I got a nice stock of it last time I visited my dear friend, the Consul General of Jamaica by way of New York, Georgia. And, you know, unlike the Minister of Tourism said, I take mine with some sugar and well hot, okay? And a splash of cream, okay? It's a bit of a nostalgia for me because when I started drinking coffee, I want to say maybe in my late teens, Jamaica was actually one of the first places that I had coffee. My mom is from Jamaica. Nice. She was born in Clarendon, and we were vacationing at a villa out there. And I remember them brewing some coffee that morning, and my mom had kind of kept me away from coffee for a while, but she said, if you're going to have your first cup, it has to be Blue Mountain Coffee from Jamaica. In Jamaica. Okay, and I want to say that the minute that happened was when I was officially hooked. It's a running. I was hooked. And it's a running joke in my family now at home here that my husband and my children know not to talk to me until I have my Blue Mountain Coffee. And then I will be awake and I can tackle the day.
You're
okay?
ready to
so
go.
That's the running joke.
Oh no,
Exactly.
that's a beautiful story. No, we were speaking to the minister, and even with Adam, we're talking about not just the beverage. We understand that the beverage is fantastic, but we're seeing it
Yes.
in so many other things. Now you are absolutely beautiful. I've looked at your skin and I'm like, I don't even know how she does it. So outside of the beverage that gets you up and started in the morning, do you use any other products, whether it be scrubs or soaps, that has coffee infused in it, or is there any product you'd like to see coffee start being used in?
That's a good question, because I actually have a background in makeup artistry. So prior to me getting on camera and doing work and stuff as an actor, podcast, for the skin. Nice. So what I'll do sometimes is after the coffee is ground, and I'll use it, of course, as a beverage, I'll take a little bit of that and mix it into an exfoliator for the skin, and it does wonders for the skin. It's an anti-inflammatory. It's great. It has B3 in it as well. There's so many different benefits of it. And I also have a friend who has an all-natural skincare line that she recently started, and it's called Milk. And she's actually from Jamaica as well, nice. My friend Kathy. And she sent me Jamaica Blue Mountain brewed soap. To have this, as I just finished moving, I was unpacking and I'm like, oh my goodness, I have more of it. I wish you guys could smell it, because she really made a beautiful product out of the Blue Mountain coffee. No. So yeah, and it's funny because my husband was like, not only do you drink coffee and you put it on your face, now you're gonna go bathe in coffee too. I'm like, pretty much.
No, that's beautiful, and I think it's also lovely, you're able to not just connect with the Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee, but even speaking about your friend who started her business, congratulations, and how she's using it in the beauty industry. That's fantastic, and we want the hookup. Like I totally want the hookup. So I saw recently.
I will connect you.
No, please. No, I saw recently in one of your videos, you were with dear Alton. I know her personally as well, and you got your Jamaican citizenship.
I did.
Welcome to like the greatest family ever on the planet. And I know that
absolutely
your hubby and your kids are going to become as well, by virtue of you. But why is it so important, even though you live abroad and you're working abroad and you're outside of the island, why is it so important to maintain and put down your roots in Jamaica?
Oh my goodness, absolutely. Well, thank you for that as well. And thank you again to Alton for even putting in my mind that was an option. I feel like sometimes, if you just don't know the opportunities that are available to you, you just don't know, So when she told me that it was an opportunity for me to gain my dual citizenship, I thought that was perfect. Everything Jamaica. But I am very, very adamant about my children, especially understanding where they came from, understanding their roots. My husband and I are very big on legacy building.
Nice.
I mean, that's something that we always promote, whether it be just through our YouTube channel or people just seeing the different works that we do or our podcasts. We're very big on legacy building. And I feel like it's necessary for our children to understand their roots, know where they came from. They were very close. Important for me to be able to continue to, build out that legacy where my children can now go back to Jamaica as citizens. And of course, there are benefits for the dual citizenship that we have as individuals, but I also truly believe that my husband and I particularly it's also very important to understand that, God will maneuver your life. He'll maneuver your access. He'll maneuver your reach. When you understand that it's not solely about you, it's about giving back to others.
Absolutely.
So I'm hoping to be able to use my dual citizenship to also just reach out to Jamaica, to be able to touch someone out there, to be able to maybe do some works, in the future now that I do have my citizenship. And then also bring awareness back to the US and make it a world.
Jamaica to the world. Listen, I wanted to pass you the offering plate. So beautifully said. You really encapsulated and you wrapped very beautifully what we represent, and certainly we want persons to know us beyond our music, beyond our dances, but to know all of the very rich things that we offer. We're big on legacy building, and the fact that you and your family are using your platforms in such an enriching way is exactly what aligns with us. So we thank you so very much, Khadeen. Use that coffee, drink that coffee, soak that coffee. You take care and have a fantastic day.
Thank you so much. And I thank you for your time. And Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Bartlett, thank you so much for having me today. I appreciate you guys so much. Can't wait to come home. I can't wait.
Awesome. Bring us
this morning, and she will speak to you because I need you.
Okay.
Well, you say, no, I'm just getting jealous.
All over, done.
Just make sure you have some sugar and cream for me because I don't take my coffee.
Well, don't worry about that. I'll have your coffee specially laid for you.
Thank you.
And you see you see me natural.
We can't wait. We can't wait to host you, Khadeen. Thank you so very much. So we're moving very quickly across. It's not just used in beverages. It's not just used in terms of artisans and cafes, and I think we've lost them. It's a little bit frozen. Minister, how does it feel to hear when diaspora who are not just saying word, but they're actually taking interest and investing in what being a Jamaican is all about?
I think we're getting there now, because the diaspora is our commonwealth. It's really our treasure outside of Jamaica, and to pull on that treasure is really fantastic. So we're excited. Not just about coming home, but being a part of the process of growing, expanding, and creating prosperity for Jamaica. It means so much. And the Khadeen has really excited me this morning when I went through and saw the video that Alcian sent, and the excitement in her voice and the general feeling of really wanting to be here. I say yes, immediately. So I said to Alcian, look, we have a partner here.
Yes.
And tourism will be talking with her.
Fantastic. It's good. Those of our loved ones who are in the diaspora who want to be connected. So I know we lost you guys earlier. Thank you so very much for your patience. I'm going back to Mrs. Nicola Madden-Gregg, Chair, Gastronomy Network. So we spoke about coffee. Welcome. We spoke about coffee as the beverage.
Thank you.
We have the cafes. But let us talk about the new trends that we're seeing about coffee being used in foods and creating new menus.
Yeah, definitely, thanks for having me this morning, Minister Morning. What we're seeing is a lot more infusions in coffee and coffee-related products. So, coffee.
Oh, have we? Okay, so Minister, I'm going to come out. Yeah, so Minister, I'm going to come across to you because I know that afterwards you're going to be. And it's black and it's all. Have you ever created any other meal infused with coffee?
Well, actually, I must confess straight up no, because I like coffee so natural that it's always just the brew. Collectibles, like coffee ice cream. I love coffee ice cream. Devon House makes a good.
It's one of the. It's one of the sellers.
Yes, absolutely, big one. And they're coffee candies. That I've had. I've coffee cake.
Yes.
Very, very delectable. So we have had coffee. I have not done it myself, but I have. I'm going to try.
Fantastic.
Perhaps the barista will be able to help me
help you, and you can do it afterwards. No, that's fantastic. I think we have. Is Nicola back with us? I see her on my screen.
Yes.
All right.
Okay,
sorry.
And I didn't realize you couldn't hear me.
No, that's fine. We're talking about the trends and infusing coffee in those in the new meals.
Yeah. So definitely, as I was saying, we've seen a lot. Coffee being used in a lot more dessert options. So, coffee flavored ice cream, of course, is out there. You have, Belgian waffles with coffee, pancakes with coffee, just really infusing it in various aspects. We are seeing appetizers. I've seen somebody do a coffee flavored soup. So everything is being experimented with. And of course, coffee ice cream for sure is definitely one that we see happening. So we're working with our chefs. We're encouraging them to see how they can really push the envelope and use Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee in more items and see them in more recipes, see them in restaurants as something very distinct and unique. For us, coffee is like champagne is to France, coffee is to Jamaica Blue Mountain, coffee is to Jamaica. You have these very unique properties that can only be found in our coffee. And it's something that we should celebrate and really showcase in a very unique and distinct way. So we have to use that notoriety, that specialty, that quality to infuse it throughout the whole gastronomy experience. So not only in terms of the tours and, as you said, drinking the coffee, but seeing how we can really make it a part of that full course of the meal, from appetizers.
Soup that I was like, "Huh? Say what?" But I guess that is the definition of product innovation. And speaking of product innovation, how important is that, looking at Jamaica's gastronomy tourism and making that a product of itself, a destination, not just for the location, the sea and the sun, but the food and coffee being a part of it as product innovation?
Well, gastronomy exploded, and in the last few years, since we started, Minister appointed us, we have been working really hard to focus and push Jamaica onto the scene. As Minister pointed out, we have attended the UNWTO Gastronomy Tourism Forum, which is a worldwide forum. We have actually represented, Jamaica has been represented twice at these forums. And techniques, and we bring that back home. We educate our chefs. We have been really bringing in foodies, journalists, bloggers to come and experience Jamaica's unique, authentic gastronomy. Mm-hmm. We are out of many one people, we have one food. So all cultures that have come together to make our food unique and different, we just think of it as, oh, it's local food, but it has gone through years, centuries of change and development with all these cultures coming together, and we don't recognize how special it is. Yes. When foreigners come and they taste some of our food and they say how fresh it is, they can't believe how rich the fruits are, the flavor. And they go up into the Blue Mountains and that cloud cover comes across. Mm-hmm. It's just very special, and we sometimes just think about it as home. Yeah. But it's really, we have very unique, very special ingredients and gifts from God that we really can't really appreciate fully. And that's what we're trying to do in the Gastronomy Network, is to really look deep back into our traditions, the way foods are prepared, why these things become special, what it is in our DNA that makes us produce these wonderful food. And that's why people will flock here to experience it themselves firsthand.
That was just Adam who said it's important for us to educate, just even locally, that we can understand the value that we offer in the different sectors. To us, it has so many benefits to us as well as the outside. The last question I have for you, because we understand Corona, we can't have face-to-face and festivals and concerts, everything is virtual. But for persons who might be watching, experiencing the Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Festival in person, just briefly tell us about the history and the importance of this festival.
So we started the festival, this year would have been our 4th year, right? Last year, we obviously with COVID, we had to postpone the festival. And it started out, out of a dream and a desire of how do we showcase the elements gastronomy that are strong and known. So we looked at it, and Minister discussed this, and we decided to do this coffee festival. In the past we have had a coffee festival, but they were done in Kingston on the plains, and we said to ourselves, no, we need to go up into the Blue Mountains themselves, because what makes our coffee special, grown, it's that experience. And clouds, it's not mist, the clouds come over and that temperature change and the light, how it reflects, it's just, you just can't, nobody can explain it to you. You have to be there and be in it and experience it. And we felt it was important to take the festival into the Blue Mountains, where we could celebrate all the cafes and bars and restaurants, the farms, the plantations, everything. They celebrate with the farm of the Blue and Jonquil Mountains. And so it's just not only, the festival is not only important from the coffee itself alone, but from the entire ecosystem that supports the Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee. And it is the whole experience that really encompasses of the people, you know, the hands that have to pick each and every bean, the dedication. So all of that is embodied in the experience when you come to the Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Festival. And it was important for us to not only showcase the coffee, but showcase the culture of Jamaica.
Absolutely. I can't wait till we do the whole face-to-face. I can't wait because it will be one of the first festivals that I definitely go out to experience. Thank you so very much, Nicola, Madden, Greg. So now I move across to Mr. Alton Bedward, Blue Mountain Coffee Orator. I know some people are coffee. Welcome to the show, sir. First of all, beans or instant? Which do you prefer?
Beans, most definitely.
Beans.
Good morning.
Beans. All right, so tell us or educate us, enlighten those of us who may not know what is the link between coffee and an orator.
Well, a coffee orator. My background in terms of educational achievements, I have a major in marketing, a minor in hospitality, but I've embedded myself in the industry for over 2 decades. So as an orator, you need to understand all the dynamics that makes the industry special locally. And then you have to do in-depth research in terms of how coffee impacts the world and the historic aspects, cultural, social, financial, economical. And once you can put that all together, then you have a fair understanding on how to present your information to your varied audiences, which may be toddlers, and it can go as high as intellects and industry professionals, but it is being able to communicate at all levels. And then presenting our Blue Mountain coffee in a manner that is professional and persons traveling worldwide can relate to it, you know, because coffee is very, very important to the world. And Jamaica has the first specialty coffee in the world. We have the best, very, very important that locally we're able to communicate what makes our coffee very special.
And you know, it's something that may sound very simple, and I'm extremely happy that you're able to explain, because we spoke about legacy building earlier, and it is so important for us to preserve the historical value in terms of building on new things, product innovations, new trends, but ensuring that it is not lost in translation. That is absolutely important. And as a consumer, I didn't really think about that messaging and the understanding. So now that we're speaking about the Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee, just explain to us what makes it, very briefly, you know, what makes it that special in terms of the quality, the premium. What is it with all of the elements and the ecosystem that makes it the coffee of choice globally?
Well, first of all, when we speak of coffee, we must pay homage to the origin, which is Ethiopia. And that is where coffee was domesticated between the 5th and 9th century AD. And then it started this journey across the world, you know, to change the world. And wherever coffee has entered, the world has changed. And that society has changed as well. In terms of the dynamics that makes our coffee special, there are 2 main species of coffee grown globally, the Arabica and the Robusta. And Jamaica lies within the coffee belt of the world, which is 23.5 degrees, pardon me, north and south of the equator. So the Arabica species was introduced to Jamaica in 1728. And the Arabica demands specific growing conditions, which is most favorable in Jamaica's Blue Mountain. But it must be known that we grow coffee across the Grand Ridge of Jamaica. So we have Jamaica Prime Wash, Jamaica High Mountain Supreme, and Jamaica Blue Mountain. So the coffee demands very balanced growing conditions. It should never be too hot, too cold, too wet, too dry. Generally, even humidity. It needs altitude, but with well-drained fertile soil. Now, Jamaica, for the most part, in terms of its bedrock, will be limestone. Luckily, the Blue Mountain range of Jamaica is volcanic, and it is also geologically the oldest portion of our island. Mountain, and that is perfect for the Arabica coffee. The variations during the daytime in terms of very hot mornings cool afternoon, warm evenings, and then as the sun set, the temperature normally trek below 20 degrees, even though we do not have the altitude in terms of over 7,000 feet to impact the density of the bean. We have a prolonged maturity cycle, and that also helps us. And that is one of the unique factors of our coffee. It cannot be said enough. Considered very primitive, and it is very much a part of our culture. How it is processed, it has been processed this way for centuries, which is the exclusive wash method, which demands, that workers select coffee cherries only when they're mature. We select all of the best fruits, and the processing from harvest to export is normally no less than about 5 months.
Yeah.
And it's meticulously done.
Listen, I thank you for that. It's interesting because Nicola had said that we literally have gifts from God. And listening to you speak about how all the elements come together so perfectly, working together to ensure that we get this perfectly crafted bean that is then processed. I certainly would like to take the opportunity to just thank our farmers. They're at the start of the entire process, and that every single time we look at a product, whether it's the byproduct or the beverage, we certainly have to salute those persons who go out there and they ensure that everything is perfect for us, the consumer, at the end of it. So again, thank you so very much. Thank you for your time. We were certainly happy to have you guys give your information, just to let us know how much we are blessed as an island, and how we must not take something as small and as simple as coffee, especially our Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee, lightly. So thank you so very much, Alton, Bedward. Thank you, Nicola. I see you still on. Really appreciate it. And I look forward to the Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Festival being held, fingers crossed, face-to-face next year. Thanks. With the minister, and he's there with one of my absolute favorite baristas, Carlyle Gabbidon from Def Can Coffee. He's going to learn how to make the... Have you ever made any meals, any, things, infusing it with coffee? He kind of said, no. So it's going to be very interesting to see him at the bar. Blake, who is on set, Carlyle Gabbidon, is one of our best Def Can coffee baristas, and therefore I'd like to acknowledge Blake, who will be our trusted interpreter on the set. So again, something is brewing, and I can't wait to see what the minister pulls off, creating the Blue Mountain Miel with barista Carlyle Gabbidon.
All right, so first I'm going to show you how to do the Cascara tea. So first what we're going to do is we're going to give a rinse to our Cascara tea leaves. So you can help me here, Minister.
Yes. So this is the
We're going to put that in there.
So we're going to put that in here.
All of it.
All of it. Good. So we shake it up, right?
Yep, perfect.
Put this on top.
Don't shake it too much. Yep.
Oops.
Yep, just lightly. And then we're going to empty out the water into the bin down below.
And we pour this
Empty it into there. It's just a rinse.
Done?
Yep.
Okay.
So I'll spoon this in, then while Carlisle's going to grind coffee with you. I'll take care of this, and you work with Carlisle to grind the coffee.
Okay.
They say we're short on time.
So we put this. And then we're grinding here now. what do we do with this? So put the hot water on it.
We're going to infuse the hot water now into this tea basket. This is the Cascara tea from the coffee cherry skin. Okay, and we're going to let that brew for 3 minutes, so we'll just leave it there. Teapot, you're going to follow me what I do. Just wait for me. On the top here, you're going to put a little water in the middle of the coffee grinds.
The middle.
Go in a rotation. Swirl it. There you go. Now pause. Okay, now you put your teapot down. Put your kettle down. Now I want you to look, Minister, at the bloom. If you look at your coffee, you see it expanding, and you see the important part of a pour-over process is you want to allow that gas to release. If you see your coffee is not expanding and bubbling, it means it's not a fresh roast.
Okay.
Okay, so now grab your tea kettle again. We're going to pour more water on there.
More water. Oh, wow. Now it's bubbling.
So we're going to go up to 300 on your scale. So you can see your scale there. You're going to pour until you reach 300. Yep.
Okay, we're at 260 now.
Yep, pour again until you get to 300.
Yep, no, just a little more.
You're very precise.
Yes, we want 300. Ah! We went 310.
Very good. All right, now you can set the coffee off to the side, off the scale.
Take it off?
Yep, just lift the carafe off and set the yellow coffee mug. Tear it. So push the tear button.
Okay. That's this
on
one.
The right side.
This one?
Yep. So it goes to 0.
Okay, right.
All right, excellent. So now what you're going to do is you're going to pour 150 coffee, 150 grams now of coffee into your yellow mug. So pour from your carafe.
Okay,
yep.
and it will weigh.
Excellent.
Are we doing good?
Yep.
Good. Wow.
All right, now push
tea.
Yep.
Ah.
And now grab. Already weighed out in the bottom of your cup.
Okay. That's the sweetness, huh? This is something.
All right.
Done?
So that's our Blue Mountain Miel. Pour over.
Blue Mountain Miel.
That's the Blue Mountain Miel.
Yeah, we can taste it.
You can taste it.
Wow. Blue Mountain Miel, fabulous, really.
Tea, all in one.
Tea, yes. And we need to talk a little bit about the ingredients, you know, to give our audience a sense of what makes this meal so unique, so special, so different. So it's the bean. What you've done.
So the miel. And so the honey is infused with the Cascara tea and the brewed pour-over coffee. And all three of those together come but slightly sweet and slightly bitter from the earth, from the tea, but it gives you really a lot of those health benefits with the flavor of the coffee.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic job. I mean, I think the question for all of our viewers really is, you know, after the minister leaves here and goes back home, would he be able to replicate what he just did on his own? You guys just drop it in the comments. Let us know what you thought about that. Thank you so very much, Gabbidon, one of my favorite baristas from the Def Can Coffee family, as well as Blake for being our interpreter. And in case you want to be a part of it, if you want to learn how to say Blue Mountain Coffee, again, it's Blue Mountain Miel. So thank you so very much for that. I will definitely go and try to create that on my own. So join us again at 4 p.m. streaming live on the @TEF Jamaica, @Jamaica Coffee Fest, and @Tourism JA social media pages when Chef Brand, the barista competition, the ultimate coffee showdown, as our baristas vie for the title of Barista Champion, and a winning musical performance by Agent Sasko. Now, earlier I said a lot of you may not have had the opportunity to go and attend and experience the Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Festival, but in case you want a taste,
just like you, princess. Hot, strong, black. But guess what? Definitely not as sweet as.
This was awesome, what everyone put together.
I love my coffee strong, black and sweet. How do you like your coffee? Jamaica, the best coffee in the world.
Here we are at Newcastle St. Andrew for the second staging of the Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Festival, an initiative hosted by the Tourism Linkages Network. Throughout the course of today, we're going to witness an array of coffee experiences, maybe displays, competitions, and products from all of our coffee producers across Jamaica. So join me on this journey as we experience coffee.
And it's a real celebration of everything coffee. I mean, not only the beverage, but all the coffee-infused products. We have people that are going to be doing chicken and pork. We have coffee scrubs. We have so many products and services derived from coffee. And as you can see, we have the most beautiful setting here at Newcastle. And we're really excited to be here in our UNESCO-designated World
Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Festival Barista Competition.
Remember, hashtag Blue Mountain Coffee.
I drink Jamaica Blue Mountain. Hashtag Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Festival.
Hashtag Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Festival. Hashtag Jamaica.
All about the food, the coffee, the music, the culture, all wrapped up in the UNESCO designated World Heritage Site that is the Blue Mountain and John Crow Mountain. Such a fantastic experience. And certainly, if you are going to, I hope that you will join us again at 4 p.m. and that you use all the hashtags, hashtag Jamaica Coffee Festival 2021, hashtag Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Festival, as well as hashtag tourism, that you loved that video. Now, we just want to remind you, right? If we love who we are as Jamaicans and we love the value that we offer, not just ourselves, but the world, and we believe in encouraging and supporting our creative industry, small businesses and entrepreneurs, then we phase. These are persons who are using coffee in the most delightful manner, and they're right here in Jamaica. So if you visit the Jamaica Blue Mountain Festival, Coffee Festival's website, you will see a list of all of our coffee purveyors. And what we're encouraging you to do is check them out, research, call them, buy, support, gift, whatever you do, just continue to encourage them to continue really taking something as small as coffee and making it big on the local, the regional, and the international stage. So again, it has been my pleasure waking up with you with coffee, representing the Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee Festival. And again, join us at 4 p.m. We're streaming across all of the social media, Jamaica at Tourism JA, and to having you. The Mitchells, food, fun, Agent Saska, you don't want to miss it. It has been a pleasure. See you at 4.